Good morning, guys. It's Monday. 6:16 just arrived because I got stuck behind some buses because I left a little late. Yeah. I don't think I remember everything that happened since last Tuesday. But, so, Tuesday, I ended up leaving Tuesday night like 7:40 because parents started picking their children up and we were basically done. So like, it's supposed to have been 3 different rotations when we got to like 2. Because once the third one walked in, we got them to like walk around and sit down because it was a lot of people Tuesday. But then the parents started to come to pick them up like right away. So Friday was a digital learning day, but we had to be here, teachers, whatever. We were supposed to have like a Zoom at 7:30 for some reason. I don't know why the principal decided 7:30. Why did she think that was a good time? Because school doesn't even start to like 8. Like, not even 8. Like, yeah, like 8. So I don't know why she did 7:30, but whatever. Nobody showed up. I didn't think anybody would. I don't even know if they did the work. So, and on the district website, it was saying that students would do work online and that we didn't really need to meet. Like, they're supposed to do work independently at home. So I don't know why our principal decided that we needed to have a Zoom session, but okay. Yeah, so it was for the most part, we didn't really do much. We did have a restorative practice session, whatever. That was in the afternoon. And that was pretty much the last thing. We did get to leave early, even though it wasn't on the schedule, but someone came on the intercom was like, turn in your bags from Tuesday and then you can leave, whatever. So left. That was nice. Oh, we did do something the counselors came up with, scavenger hunt. Which was actually fun compared to the other normal stuff they be having us do. That was actually fun. So, and my team came in second, and I think everybody basically got something like this. So, what? Why is this taking forever? Okay, I don't know. Got some math kits, which I was not expecting all of that because I asked the academic coach if they had any left because I didn't get any math thing last year and I kind of needed some. So I got some in my room share teacher. My room share teacher is a co-teacher, so she don't really need those, but it's like she wants everyone to have them. So I kind of don't want them to stay there, but you know, we're kind of running out of space. We are running out of space. I might put them down there in front, like just stack them that way. So yeah, I did make some anchor charts that was behind. I signed up for, it's a 3-day training for Wilson. This will start next Monday, but I think I might have to cancel that because our end of unit assessment is like a 3-day event. I think it's next week, so I need to double check to see what days those are. Because they won't be able to do it with the sub if I had a sub. I guess technically they could do it in their homeroom class or whatever. But if I have I don't know. Yeah, so I'm gonna just cancel that. Today's Monday, so late Monday. Yes, so as you see, I did get my hair straightened, mainly so I could get my ends trimmed because they needed to trim bad. Yeah, I was a little worried though because it was raining in the morning and my appointment was in the afternoon. And when I went in, it was like cloudy and overcast. I was like, please don't let it be raining when I leave. Luckily it wasn't. Also, because I paid my dues on time, 2 weeks of free or Gene Pass, so this week and next week at Core Gene. If everybody had paid on time, the whole school, I think we would have had a month of Genes, but everyone didn't pay on time, so there's another opportunity for us to earn a month of free jeans, I think, in November, if everyone completes this survey. I think the PBIS survey or something like that by a certain time. Okay, my computer still has not come on. It's still on the welcome screen. I don't know what's going on. Okay, as soon as I said it's going to work. So I had to bring in my books for my classes, so like words their way and the reading inventory, because I think one assignment we have to complete. It said it's due this. It says that it's due the 1st, October 1st. So I need to do this with that one student. So I need to start that tomorrow. That's another reason why I need to be here next week, because I don't think I'll be able to get all of it done this week. I have to do word lists and then passages with comprehension. So, as well as a listening test as well. So, and then this is for the student. I guess I just put this in front of them. And then I have my sheet that I check off that I'm going to have to make copies of, I think. So prep that so I can look through that during my planning. Also, we got this. This was originally supposed to be a part of our Amazon order, but they didn't have it, so they had to order it from someplace else. So it's basically a standing whiteboard, which is nice. It's more convenient than holding up a whiteboard, because that's what I've been doing. Started putting grades and didn't have anything for math for the 3rd graders for some reason. I think though maybe they was working on it, so I need to check that. I don't know what to do for the 5th grade. For writing, their writing comes from what they do in the modules. So during their reading time, which they do in the Gen Ed classroom. So I don't know if I'm supposed to get it from I guess I'm supposed to get it from the Gen Ed teacher. I don't know. Right now, it's only one writing grade from the mid-unit assessment that we have for Unit 3, Module 1, Unit 3, which we're almost done with the module. I went ahead and started looking at that as well. So, part of their assessment for the 3rd grade is that they're going to have to read a passage fluently. But I don't know, because when we had our CLT on Thursday, the academic coach was like, let's look ahead to what's coming up for reading for the 4th graders. So she was saying for them, for their test, they're going to have to read a poem, like they're going to have to write a poem. That's part of it. They're going to have to like give background information about the poem, do like a presentation, say what inspired them to write that poem. And then they also have to record fluency again. Not record, they're gonna have to read a poem fluently, basically. Because I remember asking, so if they can't read, what are they supposed to do? So apparently, according to the book, they suggest have them do they have to do that poem, but also find one on their reading level to compare. And I'm like, which grade are you supposed to put in? Because they're not going to be able to, they're not going to be able to read, some of them not going to be able to read it, like, almost at all. So, you already updated the board, just need to update the date. We had to stack the chairs so they could vacuum. So. Okay, so I'm about to go ahead and start getting ready for today. And I will check in with you guys later. Okay, so just now reading our staff newsletter, because you know they send it out Friday like 3:30. Yeah. But we don't have late Monday today because it's somebody's birthday. She said in honor of her special birthday. No, we're gonna have a faculty meeting, and her gift is to beat the bus, which means we can leave before the bus is, I guess. Does that mean we can leave at 2:30? That wouldn't be possible though, because dismissal doesn't start till like 3. Some of us might be able to leave, like the ones that don't have afternoon duty and don't have students. I don't know, because there's not enough staff to cover everyone leaving at 2:30. So, okay. And then it says pictures are the 21st. We have DIBELS training during our CLT, but the dates don't look right. Well, they're moving CLT, that's why. So Tuesday, Wednesday, DIBELS training. And then, yeah, and we have enough students that we're not losing their staff, and actually they just hired some new person for the EIP intervention, which is good, because I'm like, our EIP person hasn't been there. She's not going to be, probably not going to be there today, because Mondays are SST meeting, and she's the person that, like, she's there in SST meeting. So I'm like, we need somebody who could be there. Okay. Yeah, that was just a quick update, because I saw that just now. Went ahead and made copies of lesson plans, turned that in. I guess I need to go ahead and start scheduling IEPs, at least put them on the calendar. I did one, because it's one that I have to have soon. So I need to do the rest. It's just the date and time. It's going to have to be probably Wednesday through Friday during planning, so I can use my gen ed teacher. Luckily, most of them will be regular IEP reviews, so it won't take that long, except there is one that we're still waiting on testing, so I don't know. That would be one, that would be a long one, but since the school psych would have to be there, I think the only option would be on a Tuesday, so it's really up to her when. I just wanted to give that update, so I will check in with you guys later. Alright, 12 o'clock planning time. So I couldn't vlog earlier, like during lunch, because my room share teacher was still in here, and then another teacher came in as well. So now I'm about to make copies of the stuff for this reading diagnostic, so I can start administering it tomorrow. The only problem is, it depends on how the student does on the word list, because it says to do one level below the student's highest independent level on a graded word list. So he's gonna have to do the word list first. So I'm gonna have to do a word list on tomorrow, and then do like passage after. I like my other reading inventory that I had used before. The layout of it, at least, I like that better. But I think I might have access online, so if I can just do that. Oh yes, okay, so I have an access code. Okay, then I might just print them from online if I can, instead of like trying to copy this. Yeah, I should have checked to see if they had a Spire bound book, but I don't think they did. Anyway, yes, I'm just about to do this, and then I'll look at the reading for tomorrow and go ahead and prepare that. Then I'm gonna need to get stuff together for the next class, co-teach class, which is with 4th grade, where we're doing the skills, I think. Unless they didn't finish module, then she might want them to do something, I don't know. But for my group that I work with, we're gonna do a little activity first, and then they're gonna do the workbook pages, and yeah, they're gonna do workbook pages and the concept mastery, I think. No, they will do workbook pages, but we don't do we're supposed to do fluency drill, I think, today. We don't have, I don't know. We don't have to. The best practice is you do the fluency drill and concept assessment at the same time while they're working on their independent practice. So, yeah. We're still going to do that activity, and then I'll have them do their workbook pages, and then maybe read and write in their journal. Yeah, okay. That's going to be it for now. So, my room research teacher emailed the lead special ed teacher to ask her what it meant when it said beat the bus. And she was like, thinks it's similar to when we had to leave because of the water. Just whenever all your students are gone, you can leave. So for us, technically, that's at 2:30. So it'll probably be like 2:40, honestly. Then I'll be leaving, go home, respond to discussion posts today, and then I need to look at my other class and see what stuff we have. I did do an assignment that's not due till like later. I went ahead and did that, but okay, I will talk with you guys later. So it is Tuesday, 7:21 already. I've been here since like 6:05, but I've just been getting ready for today, looking at the reading lessons for my 3rd graders, because we're doing the painted essay structure. So I was trying to see how to do that, and apparently though they're supposed to write an essay as part of their end of unit assessment, because it's a 3-day event basically. And I'm like, my group of students aren't going to be able to. I'm gonna have to do like a paragraph frame for them if I want them to be successful. So we're going over a model today and highlighting the different features of it and colors or whatever. So 4th grade did that last week for theirs. And then this, for 4th grade, end of unit assessment, they're focusing on poetry, so they're gonna have to write a poem, read a poem, like for fluency. And then also, I was looking for the fluency from my 3rd grade student. That passage is way too hard for them. And some of the words too. And then they're also supposed to do like affixes, so like prefixes and suffixes, and know the meaning of the prefix and suffixes. It's a lot. I feel like it's a lot jammed in together for one end of unit assessment. It's a lot. Anyway, so I've just been laminating this that I got from the Florida Reading Research Institute. I think that's what it's called, for free. Okay. So basically, students just blend sounds of letters to make words. So I need to split them though, take out the vowels, because in one stack will be the consonants, and if it's 2 consonants, 1 vowel, put the vowel in the middle, and then see if it makes a word, basically, and write it down. So they have a column for nonsense words and real words. Okay. And then, so this could go on forever because they put the chords at the bottom of the stack and keep going, so. Yeah, since they pull 2 consonant at a time, yeah, go on. Okay, so we're only going to do half of this fire lesson, and then we'll do this for my 4th grader. And then, yeah, we have dibbles training or planning. 8 minutes before I need to go to my duty location, but I was looking because I didn't my group assignment. So I thought we was gonna meet via Zoom, but nobody said anything. So somebody went ahead and made a Canva. It was like, let's just go ahead and start working on it because it don't seem like we're gonna be able to meet together. So that person already did, like, I guess 3rd section. I don't know. I don't know if we're supposed to like record ourselves or not. I need to go back and look, but I can at least go ahead and add stuff. So I have that pulled up. Just looking to see what I want to do, and I think I'm gonna do inflectional endings and compound words, maybe. Oh, my tire pressure light is on, of course, this morning. I don't know why. It wasn't on yesterday. So that's annoying. But I looked at the tire and I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. So I'm gonna have to go somewhere and see if they can put air in it. And hopefully that's all it needs is just air. And there's nothing else serious. This is so annoying. I will check in with you guys later. All right, 11:10. About to eat my lunch before at least one 5th grade come in. I'm not sure because the speech first came in yesterday afternoon looking for the 5th graders, but they weren't in here because she's like, she had to tell them something. So I don't know, they might be in here, but I don't have anything for them because I'm planning to do the word list for that one student for my reading class. So I'll just have them read for about 15 minutes and then write a summary of what they read. And then it looks like the 4th graders will be going to the library after lunch. So they have lunch, recess, special, right? Like one after another. And then they're gonna go to the library. So that means they're not gonna be back till like maybe 1:10, which is fine. That means I get a little bit of break because we do have to go do the dibbles training today and tomorrow. So, and then my co-teacher wants to meet on Thursday. So, yeah. Okay. I will check in with you guys later. Good morning, guys. It is 6:18. I got here like maybe 6:10. We had the little dibbles training, but then there's like, it's only for certain, it's only going to be for certain students. But we have part 2 of the training today. Because some people from the district came to do the training. It wasn't like local. And then also tomorrow we have picture day. Besides that, today the 4th grade have mid-unit assessment today. And then 3rd grade we're drafting. So luckily we're doing it paragraph by paragraph because otherwise it would take forever. But the first paragraph, the introductory paragraph, in the teacher notes was saying that since that's basically going to be common information, you don't need, like, I could just have to put the same information, and honestly they just need to write the last 2 sentences. So I just did a paragraph frame and left the last 2 sentences blank. There's no way they would be able to write all of that by themselves. Now the next 2 paragraphs will be a little different because part of it will be a little different because it's about reading struggles or challenges and then strategies to overcome it. I modified it because it said this was to do 2 challenges with 2 strategies. They're going to do 2 challenges but 1 strategy instead because it said that was an option for students who needed additional support. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Okay. Did part of the reading inventory, so I did the graded word list yesterday. So I need to do the passages. All the students were in here because the speech teacher had a meeting. But that was fine. But I think I might have to print it. Passages that might be a little too hard. Is it the start? Let's see what it says. Where to start for the passages? Because I might need to make a copy of a lower level. Then they're also supposed to do like a silent reading based off the word level, and the listening one as well. So set one level below the student's highest independent level. Yeah, but otherwise. So we do have part 2 demos training today. Oh, yesterday that special ed AP, I guess, was looking for me. So my 4th grade co-teach class, they had went to the library after special. So I don't know if she went to the 4th grade room first, but I was walking to the bathroom. She was getting off the elevator on this floor. So I don't know. But I was like, they went to the library. I don't know what you like. I can't do nothing about that if they're at the library. So it's not my fault you wait to the last minute to do observation. Here, that's on her. So yeah. But anyways, so I already knew she would be coming sometime because she tried to before, even though she has my schedule. So I don't. And it looked like she wants to come during the skills block, which is fine. But she could come during my resource segment as well. But there's one in October, one in November. I think I'm gonna do the November session. But if I'm able to, I will check in with you guys later. All right, 2:39, end of the day. So during math time, one of the counselor was in there for the 4th grade doing a lesson. So they wasn't able to get all they needed to get done. They wasn't able to finish their mid-unit assessment either. We tried to do it in the afternoon, but then the two APs came in to do a lesson as well. So I'm like, they just jack everything up. At first, because it was one of them was my AP, the special ed AP, so I thought she was coming to observe me. And then both of them came in, but she did come in just now during this time that I had with the 3rd grade, which is fine. I'm like, why don't you come during my resource segment anyway? But she's still going to want to see co-teach as well. So, but yeah. Okay. I need to go home, do some homework, discussion posts basically, work on that presentation because I didn't do anything yesterday because I had to stop and get air in my car. So I'm hungry, ready to go home and eat. But I will talk with you guys tomorrow. Alright, 11:18, Thursday, it's my lunchtime. Yeah, and then 5th graders about to come in. I don't know if all of them are coming or just the one, because it's Thursday and normally they would have speech, but she has a meeting then. Like Tuesday. She had a meeting, so they were in here, but then they went and made it up yesterday. So I don't know. She didn't tell me. But yeah. Oh, so I ended up getting observed yesterday afternoon with the 3rd graders. Did I already mention that? I don't know. During their math time, which, I mean, I had them do something related to the standard, but I wasn't going to go teach that whole lesson again because they already had it in their homeroom class. So we did that little activity, and then we did Spire. So yeah. That's another reason to stay in the district for longer, because then next year I think I will only have to get observed, or after next year, I don't remember. I won't have to get observed as many times eventually. But if I move somewhere, then it's going to be a lot. So yeah. Went ahead and did my initial discussion post for a class. Depending on the students that come will determine what we do today. If all of them come, I have a spelling test I need to do, mainly just for one student, but I would prefer just to do it with all of them. So, but if that one student comes, then I have more reading I need to do. Need to do silent and then listening. So I would have to, for the listening, I read and then ask the question and then keep going until he misses like more than 2 questions. I think, yeah. So that one could go on for who knows how long. But I won't know until I get here. Supposed to meet my co-teacher. Had wanted to meet today, but it's also picture day. Okay, wearing this top. I'm trying to think, because I remember wearing it when I was substitute teacher. Because I remember talking about how, like, in the photo they have of the person, that person was wearing, I think, like white pants or something like that. But I don't remember if I wore it after that. Like, after I did that one time for when I was a substitute teacher. Yeah, okay. Otherwise, it's been a regular day so far. I will chat with you guys probably tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Friday, 6:05. I'm exhausted. All over the place. I think I was probably asleep at like 8:15. But then, since that was so early, I ended up waking up and being awake for actually maybe an hour. My brain is so tired. I didn't think I was gonna fall asleep, but I was exhausted. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna try something different, like take a nap when I first get home, and then maybe that will help. I'll try that a couple of days and see if that's better. Yesterday when I went to get the 3rd graders, they weren't in their room. I don't know where they were at. Maybe they went to the library, I don't know. And I needed to see them because they had a formative in math that I need to put in a grade book. But there's like so many things I feel like the special ed AP sent us. One of the emergency sub-plans, this year we need to have 10. Last year was just 3. So originally I was thinking I'll just use the ones I used last year. No, because we need 10. I'm like, I'm not gonna be out no 10 days. I didn't even use the ones from last year. So that's supposed to be done by Wednesday, October 11th. So, need to do that sometime. So I'm gonna just do a little bit each day. Luckily, since I do have co-teach segments, I don't really need, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna work on a little bit of that this morning. Talked with my co-teacher yesterday just to figure out how we can make things a little bit better. So depending on when we have the support person, that will change, I guess, at least for the modules. But otherwise I would just take some students to the back and have them and do like there's a section in the book that's like if students need additional support or like heavier support. So that's what I might do. And then math, I'm gonna just have a group of students, like during the small group rotations and whatnot. So we'll see. Anyways, that's gonna be it for right now. I will check in with you guys later. Alright, so quick update before I go back to 4th grade for math. I don't think my room share teacher is here. Normally, if she's absent, she would send a message or something, but I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe she put in like a leave ahead of time, because normally she only sends a message if it's like last minute. But I guess maybe this was a scheduled thing. Her computer is still here. That's how I know she's not here, because if she had a meeting or she was covering someone's class, she normally would take her computer with her. And also she didn't come up after, because she has normally about 20 minutes after her morning duty in the morning, but didn't see her, so I guess she's not here. Yeah, so for writing, I gave some students a paragraph frame, which was way easier for them. I'm like, good. And then they'll use that for the conclusions already on there for Monday. So I might just pull them to the back table Monday to make it a little bit easier. So math, like the lesson's supposed to be like, the mini lesson's supposed to be like 15 minutes. It's been taking longer because it just takes them a while to catch on. So, because they're supposed to do stations, and normally they don't get to stations because they're still trying to do the independent practice, because it takes some of them forever. But I am supposed to have a group of students now in math to work with, so I do have something for them. So we'll see. I'll update you guys with how that goes. All right, 1:49. So I went downstairs to get the third graders what they're working on or something. So I was like, okay, that's what I want me to do. Let them stay. So that means I get a little bit of extra time to myself. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the lesson plans for next week. I'm not gonna make a copy yet because sometimes they be editing it. But I'm gonna go ahead and look, see if I need to prepare anything. 3rd and 4th grade. And then I need to look, because I did have them for the word survey, the spelling analysis. I did go ahead and do that, but I don't know if that student got any of the words correct. I'm supposed to grade that. I mean, it does look at like certain parts of the word too, so like the first letter, last letter, things like that. So there'll be some scores, but I don't know if I need to go down a level. I don't know. Otherwise, I don't think much else is going on next week. Regular week, should be getting paid next Friday. So, even though they're gonna be taking out some money, but whatever. Otherwise, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Yeah. First observation done. And I think it went okay. I don't know. If they come during co-teach, I hope it's during the skills block that we do. Because that, I feel like, yeah. I have a good routine down with it. So, or during reading with my resource students. That would be nice too. The week after, I have an IEP meeting. So, I need to get a couple more data points for that. But since it's so early in the year, we're gonna have to have another one for that student at the end of the year. But I might can wait till like April or May for that, because it's not one that would need to be done earlier than that. Because we've already had one. They just, if it's done before a certain day, they want you to do it again. So when the school starts back in the fall, you know, there's not enough time to collect data for an IEP meeting. So, and then I guess our school psychologist has been out. I mean, she only worked part-time, so I'm like, how are you gonna be out for so many days and you're only working part-time? Like, because I have a re-eval, but she has to do testing first. So until she knows when she could test, we can't schedule a date for that. There's gonna be a re-eval and IEP, so I don't know. With that one. And I think those would be the only 2 this first semester. The rest of them, I'm going to have to have 2 in January. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have 2 in January. Maybe 1 December, right before winter break, and then do the other one. No, I don't know. It's so early, because I feel like I'm gonna need to request those students be in resource. But since it's so early, I don't know. I don't know if I could go ahead and just be like, keep them in co-teach for the rest of this year and have them do resource at the beginning of next year, because I don't know. I feel like that would be better. Just because the co-teach segments are an hour currently and resource is only 40 minutes, but next year they're supposed to increase. I'm proud of myself. I didn't take any days off, even though I was thinking about it. I didn't even do no half day. So yeah, we only have 1 day off. But we did have a digital learning day, but we still have to get here like regular times. I don't know. But next month we do have fall break, so we have 3 days off. Oh, they gave us calendars to vote on for next year, and I didn't like any of the options. There was 4 different options. One of them similar to our current calendar, except They're bringing back 2 days of post-planning, which don't make any sense. Like, all of the choices, it was 2 days of post-planning. This year, we're doing 1 day of post-planning, so I don't know why they're deciding to go back to 2 when we don't even know how 1 day is going to work out. I'm like, shouldn't y'all wait till we see how this 1 day post-planning is going to work? I hate having 2 days of post-planning because it's a waste of time. It's a complete waste of time. I mean, I guess unless you're leaving the district, if you're staying in the district, it's a waste of time. If you're leaving the district, then you might need 2 days, but a lot of it was us sitting around doing nothing, and I hate that. Yeah, so one of the other options was having 5 days of pre-planning. I think 1 digital learning day, 1 or 2 digital learning days compared to the 4. But I think for that regular, semester, when the semester ends, the first semester ends. So I think one of them was like they're trying to shorten winter break, but they didn't want to put that like shorter winter break. This one would be like first semester ends at this time. One of them, I think there was no fall break or February break. Instead, they had different religious holiday, like a day here, a day there. One of them, school ending after Memorial Day, which is the worst. I hope nobody vote for that one, because why would you want? No. I think that's the one where it's 5 days of pre-planning. I think there was some where it was a week of fall break, a week for fall break, and a week for, I think that's the one where we would end after Memorial Day. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next week.